every few months there is some level of progression that you attain. And that progression can occur physically, financially, emotionally, no matter what the situation or growth that occurs. It's often due to the environment that you put yourself in. And of course, you got to do the work within that environment to spur that growth. But I've often noticed that within every few months, or at the very least every year, that growth stagnates because of our complacency when we attain that growth that we initially wanted. Let's say, for example, and this is a true example within my own life, that I go to a gym for the first time. My first gym was Planet Fitness. I'll use a real life example. I go to Planet Fitness, and this is the first time I've been to the gym. This was in 2012, 13, 14. Never physically been in a gym and trained seriously before. Once I was in the gym for about a year, I attained a certain level of growth and physique, strength, you name it, that come from being in the gym consistently. Within a year of being in that gym, I noticed that my progress was no longer occurring at the fast rates of when I first started. And, I eventually got tired of that gym and I moved on to another one, a higher quality gym. And what I noticed was that within weeks of being in that new gym, of being in a better environment with better looking people, healthier people, stronger people, I noticed that my growth, my physique, my strength, my capabilities in the gym increased. And of course, after 2 years of being in that gym, I noticed my strength started to stagnate again. Nothing was growing as much, and I was kind of stuck, mentally and physically. But I moved to another gym, and I noticed that the standards of the next gym were higher than that of the one previous to it. And naturally, the progression that I had in that new gym matched the standards of that new gym, which was higher than the last one. And that's when I started to take notice of the importance of the environment and how you progress in your character, both mentally and physically. Is that every few months, every year, that time that you spend in that new environment is meant for you to adjust, to recalibrate your standards to fit the newer standard. And when you finally calibrate to that new standard and that you fit that baseline, you got to find another environment to upgrade yourself. And it's up to you to know when you are at that baseline level, that when you reach that standard. That's the reflection that you have to do with your own life to spur your own growth. And that balance has to be met, because you can be in a new environment where you haven't matched that baseline level. You're too far from it from the beginning. And if you're too far from those standards, you're going to break down and give up before you ever reach it. But if you are high enough or above those standards and you degrade them by going to a lesser quality environment, the obvious outcome, most likely outcome, would be that you degrade your standards as well and you lower your quality of life. So it's really up to you to decide how you want to upgrade yourself. What parts of your life do you notice that you're stagnant in? Are you still living in the same place? Do you work at the same job? Are you learning anything new? What responsibilities do you have that are still the same as they were 6, 12 months, 18 months ago? And if they're the same, have you noticed any changes within yourself? If not, it's probably time to start looking for new opportunities. I've heard a saying before that the best time to start a new job or to look for a new one is when you're getting comfortable and when you start to understand what you're doing in your current job. Now, that's of course a situation that you have to assess for yourself, but you get the point. Every new environment that you surround yourself in, that you purposely surround yourself in with proper intentions, is what leads to growth, to a stronger character. So you got to analyze your situation, see what's going on, make that upgrade for yourself. And I think this is the best time to do it, because everybody is so scared of what's going on in the environment and they're contracting. You got to make the proper expansions when everyone's contracting. That's the easiest time to make it. Less competitors, less people getting in the way, and overall, it's just an easier way to get more market share in this competitive world. So I hope this video helps. Stay tuned for the next one.